Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me Virginia from Jupiter Arts Crafts, and first of all, I'd like to wish you all a very good, creative and meaningful New Year. And thank you for stopping by today and joining me in my very first video and Ruby and Pearl design team project. Thank you, everyone. I have gained some new subscribers. Thank you for joining me in my channel, and for those who've been with me from the beginning, thank you, thank you. And of course, Heather of Ruby and Pearl, going back in time, she is the reason, or should I say the force that got me into YouTube from the very first video that I uploaded. And it evolved to my own personal reasons, and now all of you, thank you so much. Thank you, Heather, and everybody. Thank you. Well, today's project is a really simple personal project. It's writing booklets, notebooks that I have covered with pretty images from Heather's kits, which I'll try to mention. And if I forgot some, I'll write it down in the description box. So this first one that I'm holding is a 5-year journal that I have been working on since 4 years ago. This is my 5th and my last year in this journal, and I haven't really covered it the first 3 years. It was only last year that I covered it with Heather's Digital. Then I created this writing board. This image is from the Classic Beauty, and this striped image is from the Angel's Background. Okay. The cover of the journal is from the Rosie kit. You know, it's one of the favorites from last year's. And I just simply covered the journal. And then in the inside cover, I made a collage of the scraps from the prints that I used in this. And there's a little bit of French paper that I did a flip out, because I'm using every piece or every page of that notebook. So this second one, so this is the second half, or should I say a third of a repurposed notebook that I created as my first design team project also last year. So I covered it with this, in the back is this bold, very pretty floral print from the Angel's Background. The front cover is the other half of that image. And then I made a little flip out, kind of like tag pocket, which I collage with the scraps of the Rosie image and the scraps of the other papers that, or the images that I printed for this project. And I did some embossing. It looks so pretty. It's the prints of this that I selected for this project are so pretty, and the color palette. So the inside of the cover, I made a little top loading pocket there from scraps and that beautiful stripes. I love that beautiful gray stripes. And there's a little scrap white seam binding through the closure, and I also lined a little bit of fabric. I say the third of this notebook because I have that scrap. I have to cut the primary writing journal a little skinnier because of the way I set it up in my journal cover, and I don't want to toss the scrap, of course, so I made it pretty. And I could use it for collaging, embossing. I actually embossed some of those bright white and use it in the collage in this some of the covers. And the third one, this year I made a 2024 calendar booklet. What I'm pointing at right there was the scraps that I had collaged with some embossed paper, but I chose the gray stripe as the primary, the main cover because I really loved it. And the inside end covers, I selected two other prints that has the same color palette as the prints I chose. So here I inserted a sped up clip of how I bound the pages because I thought I wasn't planning on doing a tutorial, or it's not a tutorial, it's just I just wanted to show how I bound it, and it's just easier to see a little bit of the video. I have printed the calendars, kind of like a full spread, but I resized them. My last video last year with the simple greeting cards, I shared some printing tips, and that's how I do it with most of my projects. If I'm resizing, so I don't, I save up on ink and paper as well. So I folded all of the calendars in half, and I just glued the first half of the first page. Well, I started with January, the second half of the February, and then the second half I glued it as you were seeing in the video to the second half of the next page, or the next sheet of paper. I am forgetting. So the primary kit in this project is this calendar. It's the English calendar. I chose it because of the color palette. I think last year I did a loose leaf calendar. I printed all the pages of this calendar kit. It's a perpetual calendar, as you can see. It has blank dates, and then it has a header of the initials of the days of the month, but I altered it a bit, which I'll show later. So I first bound it into sections, the half of the year, and I cut it short, of course, because I inserted an image in between the two sections. So here's a little flip kind of the calendar. So it's gonna be the same, except that I'm showing in here I have used all the quotes. There's a page with quotes, and I think the year that I use in the front cover. And there's a page in the kit with the days of the week, which I resized and printed multiple copies per page and fussy cut it. There wasn't the Saturday, Sunday days, but so I did write it up mimicking the typewriter font. I was pointing out my writing mistakes there. And I used up all the quotes for each month. I glued at the bottom where I had a border, and then embossed some of the spaces that has blank. I didn't finish writing all the days of the months for the entire year because I was having trouble with my ink and pen combo that I loaded up. So in the middle section of the calendar, I added this beautiful print. I guess this is from the Creme Brullee, and there was a quote that I found on the floor as I was cleaning up. I have a nice idea of making this calendar with a different image or picture in between each month, but like what I did in the center. But with the size of the 3 notebooks that I am setting up in my journal cover, I have to limit the thickness of the this calendar booklet. I'm showing here that I reinforced the inside spine of the booklet itself before binding the inside end covers to the actual front covers. I think I'm getting close to the end of the video, and I hope it's okay with you guys. And Heather, this is kind of like a repurposed project, but I have to do something for myself, and it's kind of like setting the tone for me. As I have shared before, for me, writing is really relaxing. I usually do it in the morning, and it sets the tone for the day for me. And as in a wider picture, this project is setting the tone for me for the year. I'm struggling a bit setting it up, putting it back in my journal cover. It's a B6 journal cover that I have been using for the past 4 years. That's why I have to size my notebook like that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I wish you all have a wonderful, creative, healthy, and peaceful new year. Thank you so much. Have a good day, everyone.